is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of DCOM Descendants. We're firing on all cylinders today.
Hi, it's great to be here.
Who are you?
I'm Bran.
I'm Erin.
I'm Dan.
And that's
DCOM Descendants.
We're talking Avalon High today,
Yeah, we are.
folks. Get your suit and armor ready, because we're going
Your
to
suit
battle.
and your armor, or
Your
your suit
suit.
of armor?
Both and.
Okay.
Get
So
your
no.
suit.
It's a suit. You have your armor
Yeah.
over
And
it.
then
It's a very formal suit.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
Perfect. I was just making sure we're all on the same
Hey,
page.
Bran, I got a 3-star review to read you.
Nope.
Honestly, the fact is that our first one.
The first one, we have at least one of every star rating. This is the
Three is more than fair.
This is the first non-5 that's left us a review, though.
Okay, the fact that it's not more is honestly shocking.
You're going to
but go ahead.
be real upset. This is from Brandon James Clifford. It was left 2 days ago.
My guy.
The subject is very cool. And then the review is, I really like this podcast. 3 stars.
Yeah. Honestly,
Do you though, Brandon James Clifford? Do you
BJC,
really?
BJC, here's the thing. I don't, three is
but
not
fair.
bad.
Tough but fair.
3 is not bad.
Tough but fair.
There's a lot of things that I like that I would be like, I like it a lot. It is just 3 stars. Like, on its best day, it's still just okay. But I do like it. You know? Nothing
Tough-
he said is incorrect.
Tough but fair. It's really cool.
It's really
That's what he
cool.
said.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
You know, still 3 stars. And there's a lot that we could do better. Trim the fat a little bit.
That's right.
But we're not going to.
No, why would we do that?
It's time for the delish. Aaron, a lot
Is
of
that what's
people
next?
have
Got it.
been wondering, specifically
Most
Brandon.
people don't read their 3-star reviews
That's right.
on their podcast on air. We do.
We read everything.
Everything. It doesn't matter.
You know what Brandon James Clifford loves the most? What he wishes the whole show was? The
Delish.
Delish segment. Because he wants to know, if I'm going to watch this movie, should I have a little snacky ready to go? A little drinky drink? Aaron's here to tell us. Aaron, what do we have today?
Yeah. So if you want to be real authentic, a slight spoiler for the movie we're about to
Okay,
discuss.
wow.
It does deal with the legend of King Arthur.
What?
I know.
The slightest of spoilers.
Slightest of
If you're not
spoilers.
Brandon Gray, there's no
It's
spoiler.
gonna.
No spoiler.
Yeah, that means nothing to you. But they do
I know a lot about Arthur the Aardvark.
AARDVARK.
So proud of you.
Thanks.
I know a lot about Arthur. DW's his sister.
And Kate.
What?
I know nothing about Arthur the Aardvark, so
They have there's a baby sister.
Yeah,
Kate?
I forgot about Kate. Kate was after my time.
Okay.
That's not true.
Anyway,
Dog named Pal.
in the movie, they discuss what King Arthur would have eaten. So if you're doing like an authentic King Arthur delish,
you go to medieval times.
you're going to go to medieval times.
You get the chicken leg.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Boom.
I do believe you are in Ren Fair season. I think.
yes.
I didn't know Renfrew had a season. I thought
Yeah.
you could just go to those all year
Well,
long.
it depends. I mean, it depends, I think, on the climate of where you are.
Yeah.
On
You
the
don't-
East
you
Coast,
don't
you
wanna
are
be-
ending.
You don't want to be in full Ren Fair
Yeah,
garb
I
in the
think I
heat
saw
of summer.
somewhere that this is the last weekend for
gonna
the
stop
South
Ren Fair
Carolina
people?
Ren Fair. But
this
yeah.
is the last weekend?
I don't know. There was something about like make sure
Feels
you go
like it
this
should-
weekend, and I was like, I thought it went till November, but
It feels like it should be the
Yeah.
first weekend.
anyway, go hit up a Ren Fair.
Oh,
but
great.
they do mention that he eats like mutton stew, so you can do that if you want to be authentic. But the dish that I'm really gonna advertise and push hard for is
Harp on,
to
or
invite-
LARP on, if you will.
okay.
Bump it up to 4 stars, Brandon.
What I'm gonna suggest is you find yourself some friends.
Yes.
And to really, just hit that home that you are friends, invite them over for some friendship hamburgers.
Friend burgers.
Some
friend burger.
hamburgers, and then just as you're eating them, just make sure they're like, hey, you know that I invited you over here just as friends.
Above board. I love a good friend burger.
A friend burger.
Love a
Yes.
friend burger.
And what I learned from this movie is that you need to, before you eat the friend burgers, you need to say, hey, these are friend burgers.
They're friend burgers.
And you need to define the burger before you eat the burger.
That's right. Because
So-
then it gets complicated. If
Yes.
you don't define it first, it gets
then
weird.
who knows? Who knows if it was a friend burger
right.
or something
There's
more
no
burger.
way to know.
So yeah, just invite your friends over, have a nice little cookout, get one of those like inflatable screens for the backyard, put on Avalon High, have yourself a good little friend burger barbecue.
That is a great idea, Aaron.
But
you know
maybe
what
not
else?
during an eclipse, because who knows what happens during
Who
an
knows?
eclipse.
You know what else is a good idea?
Go on a break?
Going
said it,
to
man.
break. We'll be right back here on
DCOM Descendants.
Welcome back.
To DCOM Descendants.
Yes, we're
Now I'm just gonna
talking
say it every time.
Avalon High, folks.
Yeah.
Avalon High.
Spooky season. Where am I? Spooky season.
Happy spooky season. Movie came out November 12th, 2010.
2010.
2010. See?
2010.
That's how you say that.
Directed by Stuart Gillard. Stu.
Actually, he specifically goes by Stuart.
Stewart.
Yes.
You can't say Stu.
Stuart.
You don't want to.
Stu Gilliard.
Not around him.
Stu it is.
Starring Greg Sulkin, Britt Robertson, Joey Polari, Devin Gray with an E at the end,
Interesting.
and Molly Quinn.
And Molly Quinn.
Molly Quinn.
Molly Quinn, I love you.
The movie kicks off with some horses racing down the beach, and one of the riders falls off the horse, is thrown off. What do you? Is that? Are you getting bucked off at that? Is that getting nade off? What do you call it when you get?
It's not nade off.
It
I
would
can
be
tell you
bucked
that.
off?
Yes.
It's bucked off.
Old
Okay.
Bernie Nadoff.
I mean, if the horse bucked, then yeah, it would be bucked
Yeah.
off. If not,
Yes.
then that rider just fell off.
Fell off. I honestly wasn't paying close attention whether or not it was a buck or not. I don't know if it would qualify. Either way, they're off, and we find out
they're
that that person is a girl.
Whoa.
What?
Girls can ride horses?
That's crazy.
man.
That girl, her name is Allie, and she wakes up from her dream.
Allie.
It was
I'm
only
Allie.
just a dream. Been thinking about Arthur. Thinking about medieval times. Thinking
the
about
same age
turkey legs. Thinking about good times. And
Burgers just as friends.
If there's one thing I know about Arthur, he was here for the good times.
yeah, he was. So she's having some medieval dreams again. No big deal. Her and her family recently moved to town and are in the process of unboxing. She does a little bit of that, and then she goes for a run like this. Yeah.
Yeah, she does a light, like 8 a.m. unpacking, and then just right into a
3
run.
minutes out of bed, straight to the unpacking. You know how it goes.
And straight to a
Yeah.
jog. She ends up running into a hunk named Will, who she has a medieval flashback of. Again, I'm sure it's nothing.
Nothing.
No big deal here. She gets to
Have you
Avalon
talked to
High.
her parents?
Yeah, her parents are.
We don't learn that till she gets to school, right?
Yes, but I mean, we know that
we
her
did,
parents.
because when she wakes up from the very first dream, her mom makes a joke about it. Like, of course you're dreaming about Arthur.
But we don't get to know who they are until the teacher says they wrote the
Oh.
book. They're teachers in history, medieval, blah blah blah.
We know that her parents are unique.
Yes,
They
we know
are.
that.
I
They,
just-
they're an interesting group.
I thought they talked about it when her mom.
They may have.
Okay.
They may have.
We'll talk about it later.
So she gets to Avalon High her first day, immediately watches as a bully bullies a kid. Bullies are going to bully. That's what they're going to do. But the hunk makes him stop. He's hot and he's kind. Oh my gosh.
And he might be British.
He might be
We're not
British,
sure.
might be Arthur.
British.
Could be Arthur,
Could be
No,
Arthur.
wouldn't be.
He goes.
Arthur's a legend.
a legend. Can't be a
Yes.
real person.
Yeah.
That would be stupid.
At a high school? Get out of here.
Named Avalon High. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
So he goes to talk to her. His
Would have
name
been better if it was
is
called like Camelot High.
Yeah, can't-
a little on the
Round Table High.
Round Table U is
Yeah.
where she's going to college. So he goes to talk to her. His name's Will, and she's sad to find out that he already has a girlfriend named Jennifer. So there's that.
We just call her Jen.
We just call her Jen. So she gets to her first class and laughs when she finds out that the textbook that they're going to be using to study King Arthur and the medieval times is written by her parents. And one of the kids in class jokes, but they're right, easy A. Yeah, it does seem unfair.
It would be probably a very easy A, yes.
Does seem unfair. But
Well, I mean, I think whether or not her parents wrote the textbook, her parents are medieval literature, King
That's right.
Arthur scholars.
Yeah.
So whatever book they're using, easy A, because
Spend your whole
Yes.
life.
as long as it's the good book, amen.
do you
Amen.
think this is a high school class, not college. It's definitely high school.
For
Avalon
sure, high school.
But they're going on a field trip to medieval times, right?
I
Like
hope
at
so.
the end of
Find
the
the
semester,
closest one.
like,
Yes,
at the end of the
absolutely.
Even if it's an overnighter.
they're going on medieval time.
It's
Never
important.
been to one.
Me either. I kind of want to.
Have you been?
Not to medieval times. There was something similar in Boston, and we went. There was no jousting, but it was like set up like a castle. It was a great time.
Okay.
Had quite a bit of ale.
Quite a bit of ale.
It's fantastic.
You got
night.
to.
Fantastic night.
So in the class, she sits next to the kid
There's
that was
a
getting
medieval
bullied.
times in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I thought they were only by an ocean somewhere.
No, there's one in near Chicago.
Let's see. That is a 2 hour and 6 minute drive for us.
Why are we not
We should've
recording
done
there?
it.
Road
Should've-
trip.
We should have done it. We should have done it inside the, what do they call it?
The jousting arena.
The
Yeah, it's
arena.
an arena.
Yep. She sits next to the kid that was getting
Just got out of the
bullied.
rec fair.
And his name is Miles, and Miles is very clearly having psychic visions.
No big deal.
Of important
Yeah.
stuff like her tying her shoes and whatnot, which, weirdly enough, vision comes true. She does have to tie her shoe, and Miles looks on, and he's like, "Yep." Just as
Yeah,
I
she's
suspected.
she's trying out for track and field, and she stumbles over her untied shoe, looks down, it's untied, looks up. Miles is just in the stands waiting for this moment where she notices her shoe's
I
untied.
knew it.
Because as soon as she looks up, he's like,
He's gone.
and he leaves.
No one could be having less fun with this power than Miles is.
Yeah.
Well-
He could change. Like, there's a whole movie called Minutemen where they literally can go back in time minutes after they know stuff that has so much more fun with the premise of being able to fix something you know is going to happen than this guy who is so, it's like a curse.
Well,
He's
it's not, I
irritated.
think I would be pretty bummed too if the vision I was getting was, oh, you're gonna have to tie your shoe.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd be like,
would
give
be
me
having-
something good.
I would be like, I would be having
And
fun.
a
with
lot
it.
of the times, the way his power worked, it reminded me a lot of That's So Raven, where
That's so Raven.
there were times with his vision where, like, if he didn't say anything, what he saw wouldn't come to pass. Like when he sees that Allie's gonna hurt herself, so he gets up to go get ice with no explanation.
and
And so
she
she's
gets
like,
up
why
to
is he
follow
getting up?
him.
Yeah, she gets up to follow him, hurts herself. He's like, here's the ice. And so it's like, well, if you hadn't gotten up, we wouldn't, like, it's this conundrum of like, well, if you saw that was going to happen and then didn't do it, you're just letting things happen now. Like, you're not using your power
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
anything.
He doesn't fight hard to change anything he finds out.
Nope,
No.
he's just like, you're going to die today.
No.
Here it comes.
This thing has been tampered with. We'll
It's
get
coming.
there.
Could I
Let it
stop
ride.
it?
I was wrong. Let it ride.
Yeah. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it.
He's doing great.
She completes her tryout and makes the team one of the fastest 400s the coaches have ever
Yep,
seen.
she just
Ever
makes it,
seen, and this was in the tryout.
Yeah, how
yeah,
about
straight
that?
straight to varsity.
Straight to varsity. So Allie and Miles are given an assignment. They are going to be partners for research projects. The Order of the Bear, which she had never heard of before, and that
Yeah.
surprised her
Fascinating.
because parents wrote the book on it.
Yeah, so much for an easy A.
Yeah, so he comes over after school. There is a vision that happens, stub the toe, and all that stuff. They can't find anything on the Order of the Bear, so finally they ask her parents, and they go and they fetch this book. That
Mom is pumped.
yes, she's like, I've been waiting for this
Secret
moment.
cabinet for
She's
this
like,
book.
King Arthur scholars love the Order of the Bear.
That is
and
why.
that's why no one's ever talked or written about it.
That's right. We love it so much we keep it to ourselves. Apparently, the Order of the Bear is a prophecy that states that King Arthur will be reincarnated on the night of the big meteor shower or borealis, full moon.
Yeah,
triple.
there's like an eclipse and a meteor shower.
All of it.
When those two events happen at the same time, King Arthur.
Ironically enough, that's coming up soon. So
King
I guess
Arthur.
we'll find out pretty quickly if this is going to come true. Some believe it literally, some believe it metaphorically.
Like
but
the rapture. Yeah.
But either way, it's
The end times.
this is what we have. That's the Order of the Bear. The next day, she loves it so much they didn't put it in the textbook.
Yeah.
They said we're gonna
Yeah, we got to skip it. This is too good.
We're gonna
It's too
keep it out.
good.
Yeah, people would enjoy this too much. So the next day, she's walking around school with Miles, and she sees Jen, if you will, getting real cozy with Will's best buddy, Lance.
Mhm.
Again, I'm sure it's nothing that's
Yeah.
just what happens.
We'll never
sometimes.
see them cheat again. They realize that they almost got caught, and they're like, we'll do better at keeping this
At
a
least
secret.
hide it better, right?
Yeah, we'll for sure keep this a better secret. We'll be better.
She goes up for another run, bumps into Will again, and he ends up coming over for friend burgers.
Ooh, is that when he was sitting and thinking?
That's where he was thinking.
Running and
sitting,
thinking?
sitting and thinking under that big
thinking?
tree,
Yeah.
that big old tree.
Friend burgers.
She gives him a little bit of a
Just
football
as friends.
friend
Wanna-
burger, like a friendship burger. You know what I mean?
Gives him a football pep
Well, a friendship
talk.
burger don't stop.
That's right.
Gives him a football pep talk, which works because they win. No, hey, have you thought about not being stressed? Maybe go out there, don't be stressed, have some fun. Yay.
I mean, my go-to pep talk would have been like, "Hey, have you thought about winning?"
Have you thought about winning?
You tried winning?
Have you tried it? Thought about it? So,
Crazy idea, I know, but have you even considered?
Allie and Miles go to a post-game party at Will's house, and she catches Jen and Lance again. This time,
Wow.
Jen comes after her and is like, "Hey, don't tell him. I will. We're going to.
We're gonna
him.
tell him on
But
our
Yeah,
own
listen,
time.
like, hey, we love him.
we love
we
him.
love each
We
other.
love him.
We've been the three of us have been best friends since first grade. We don't want to hurt him, and so that's why we're cheating behind his back. Please don't tell him.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
tell him
It's all about board.
when the time is right. But we're doing this for him.
That's
It's
right.
basically
This is for him.
This
This
is
is for his
for him.
own good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for him. One day he'll thank us. So
real soon.
one night, Miles comes over because he had a vision that he would come over, and they are looking
Yeah, again, just
through
stay
the
home.
book. Just stay home. Just
Stay
see
home,
if
see
you
what
can fight it.
happens.
I would totally, like, if I saw something happening, I would do everything in my power to be like, all right, what if it didn't?
Let's just see
Yeah.
what happens.
Or
but
maybe
he
he
doesn't.
tried that once.
Maybe.
Because he said he's been having those visions since he was younger. So maybe he did try that once and it went
Yeah.
horribly, and that's
Maybe it
why
made-
he's so
maybe it made
angry.
the
'Cause he's like,
visions-
ugh.
Maybe it made the visions hurt more. You know, it hurts him when he has them. I think.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
painful. No, he
Yeah,
does
It
comment.
looks painful.
Yeah.
No, he does comment because at one point she asks him if he's having a vision, and he's like, "Do I look like I'm in excruciating pain?" And she's like, "No." He's like, "Well, then no."
Okay, well, there you go. He comes over and they begin to look through the book again about the Order of the Bear, and they, a couple of the pages were stuck together, and that's where they find out more information, and they begin to suspect that the students here at Avalon High are potentially reincarnations from Arthur.
The Arthurian legend.
Arthurian
Yeah,
legends.
it would be why she's having visions. It's why his visions are getting more frequent.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
So now, throughout this movie, Will's stepbrother Marco is there, and he is
The
a
worst.
monster. He's the worst guy. He's mean.
Dresses
he
in all
bullies.
black. He does some really terrible stuff. Not like minor
Bad
bullying.
guy.
Some really major bullying.
Bad guy.
Like even
An a-hole. Full, just the worst.
yeah, there are just moments where I'm like, I get that you can be a bully, and you can also. There were situations where it's like you can just stay silent, like you don't have to inject yourself into the situation. And he would be like, "Oh, I don't need to inject myself here. Let me go 100 miles an hour
That's
and
right.
just."
I'm
And
going. Yeah.
since we're starting to figure out everyone's a part of an Arthurian legend,
Yes.
they believe him to be Mordred,
Right.
the ultimate bad guy of.
So let's just
that.
keep an eye on him.
Yeah, keep
you
an
know?
eye on that
Keep an
possible
eye on him.
Mordred situation.
It's the Mordred situation.
Yes.
So it is the night of the big game.
Not invited over for a friendship. burger.
no.
Oh,
no.
no.
No. But have we tried it? Maybe
Villain
that's what
burger?
he wants.
Oh,
Villain
Villain
burger?
Burger. He's
Yeah,
for sure coming over for a Villain Burger.
Yeah.
So it's
Hey,
the
do you
night.
want to come over and have some burgers, but like as
But
enemies?
mortal
as,
enemies.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a mortal enemy burger.
enemy
Well, let's
burgers.
just see what happens. It's the night of the big game, and Will gets out of his car, is walking through the parking lot, looks over, and finally sees that his girlfriend and his best friend have been cheating behind his back.
And they were
And-
going to tell him. They were going to tell him.
Is everyone congregating in this parking lot? To either, it's the
Yeah.
school parking lot. So you're going into the school to get ready for the football game, or you're going to the field. And Jen and Lance say, you know what would be the best place to have this affair where, I almost called him Greg, where Will is not going to find us.
Yeah.
How about in the parking lot?
Parking lot.
In just full view of everyone.
Yeah.
Public.
They're
They're not
don't worry.
good.
They were going to tell him anyway.
They were gonna tell
Don't
him.
worry. It's for his own good.
For his own good.
I'm starting to
We
think
love
they
him.
wanted to get caught.
That's not what they said.
That's not what they said. So it is the night of the big game. He sees him. He catches him. He gets mad, so he drives off and goes
Yes.
to hang out by his favorite tree.
Where it is supposed to be fall, because
Yeah.
if you look in the parking lot, all those leaves are on
Big
the ground and they're
leaves.
all orange, and it gave me some great fall feels.
Yeah.
But he's in his Jeep, and all the doors like that thing is ready for cruising on a beach.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
How crazy is that we just sell vehicles where you just take the doors off?
That's
and it's
that's a
legal.
feature, not a bug.
I know, it's wild.
Yeah.
You'd think that it would be.
It's crazy.
The first time I rode in a Jeep Wrangler, I was like, who would own this vehicle? I
Yeah.
literally was like, it's so hot. It's so uncomfortable. Why?
This is a Lego.
I
You guys created a Lego, big
Yeah,
Lego
that's right.
vehicle.
But there are people
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they-
that love them.
you're getting ducked.
Yep.
Okay.
I think if you're gonna keep all like there was somebody I followed on, or like one of my friends had a Jeep, and it was like the amount that you can customize it. You know, the doors can be a certain color, the trim can be a certain
Sure.
color, all the different parts you can get.
Listen, if you're
So I think if you're really into like,
if you're
I think
driving
it's
up
fun.
rocks or on a beach every day, you need a Jeep Wrangler.
Sure.
I don't disagree with that.
I
but
don't
like,
think that you should be able to drive on the highway without a door. Call me crazy.
Yeah,
I
that
don't think
is
you should be able
wild
to
to me.
take it off.
Yeah.
when you're when I'm definitely, hear me out, definitely driving the speed limit and not more.
no,
I would never.
same.
But when I'm driving that speed limit and you zoom past me on the highway and you have like no doors or roof on your Jeep, why? That
Yeah.
feels uncomfortable to me.
Yeah.
I can't even have a window open because I'm like,
I mean, convertibles have no roof, but they do still have door.
They have door.
they have
So
door.
some
and then
airbags on the side.
typically, I mean, the windshield will block some of that, but
It's a
wild.
weird thing.
and we're not
Anyway,
against Jeep.
No,
No, we would never.
I
Love-
just think there is a time and place for Jeep,
there is a time.
And it's not
and
if you
it's
live in a
maybe
city.
not in the middle of September.
Yes. So he goes to his favorite tree, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Luckily, Allie knows where that favorite tree
his
is.
sitting and thinking tree.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Goes to track him down and tells him the truth. You
Yes.
are King Arthur.
Mhm.
He hears this and he says, yes,
I am King Arthur.
am like King
Oh,
Arthur.
no,
Takes
no,
it.
You are King Arthur.
Yeah, no, he takes it metaphorically and
Yeah.
it pumps him up. It gives him what he
Yeah.
needs.
Yeah.
He ends up getting to the game, albeit late, but the coach doesn't matter. We got to win this game.
Yeah, the coach is like, I shouldn't let you on the field for this. And my thought was, do you have another quarterback?
Yeah, back up.
They do.
Oh, they
He's
did?
just getting sacked
Yeah.
every time.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
I just assumed they didn't have one. I was like, you got to let him on the field.
They were playing
No,
him.
they-
They were playing him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the team is down at halftime. He gives a speech.
About
He
how
also,
is like King Arthur.
yes, he also forgives his best friend, forgives his girlfriend. What a guy.
Uh-huh.
What a guy.
Ex-girlfriend, I guess I should say.
Well, Lance is all like, hey, listen, I love you. I love her. But you're right. That was wrong of me. I'll break up with her.
and
that's right.
halftime's about to be over, right? They don't have anything else to get to during halftime, yeah?
Well, what do you mean? Well, yes, they do.
Oh.
Well, he forgets his helmet or something. He has to
Yeah.
run back into the locker room, right?
Yeah.
And the meteor shower phenomenon happened, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Allie-
So it was an extended halftime because they had to turn off all the lights in the
Halftime
stadium. So
Yeah, you had enough
could
time to go
watch-
places, maybe to the set of the play that they're doing.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was that play again? Julius Caesar?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So Allie
All during halftime.
goes to find him and discovers Marco hurt, laying there hurt. What's going on there?
And they stopped to help him.
I mean,
No,
no.
they don't. They rush right past.
They think he's a bad guy, but
Bad
also,
guy.
But also,
how'd
what
this
happened
happen?
here?
Right.
Also, he said something about like go get Will. So
Go
they're
get
like,
Will.
all right, cool. See
They
you later.
find Will confronting their teacher, Mr. Moore, the guy who's teaching them the medieval stuff.
And his name's
He's
Moore, a lot like Mordred.
Yes, turns out he is him.
He's him.
He is him.
Him is he, and
Him is
he
he.
is him, and
The other guy was just being a dick for the fun of it. He
Yes.
says it was to gain the trust of Mr. Moore, but the things he was doing,
Doesn't matter.
yeah. Turns out Stepbrother has his pendant. He is a part of this like
group that's protecting.
almost like Knights
Yeah.
of the Templar from
And he-
Halloween Town.
He does that by being a true,
He
unadulterated
was supposed to be
asshole.
looking out for Arthur. That's his whole life's mission.
Yeah.
And so he needed to get close to Mordred, and that's why he was a bully to Will.
Yes.
For sure. You know how every time you get caught bullying and you're like, really, I'm your friend.
I mean, that's right.
Sometimes
it's good for you, I promise.
Sometimes you get lost in the character, you know, and it just gets
This
away
is
from
what you need in your life is more bullying.
Remember how I basically threatened to kill you,
So
Allie,
he
the
just
other night?
his job is to protect Arthur by gaslighting him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Basically. They push
And I'm going to try that on somebody.
they push more down into the orchestra pit.
I can't get in trouble here. I was doing it for your own good.
You're so lame, Aaron. Thanks for being here.
You suck.
Wow.
He-
I didn't know you guys cared so
Yeah, we care a lot. We care a lot.
Should we have some fried
You suck.
burgers later?
You suck. Okay.
As long as you don't make them, I hear you suck at making burgers.
Yeah. You're the
But
worst.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Listen. If you and I are having a meal of any kind, I am not cooking
Oh,
the
yeah?
meat.
I mean, it can't be
I'm
any
not
worse
doing it.
than
That's true.
what her dad was doing to those burgers. He like had them piled up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they were
it was
on
a mess
fire at
over
one
there.
point.
It was a mess.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he falls down to the orchestra pit, and you're like, "Yay, we did it!" No, he comes back full suit of armor, and
Which was an amazing, like,
yeah.
we looked
he,
into
like,
the budget for this movie. Him turning into Mordred was
something.
phenomenal.
Yes.
But also, like, when they pushed him down into the orchestra pit and he, like, basically lands on the drum
He
kit.
looked like he was dead.
it wasn't
and
good.
they just kind of stare at him.
They're like,
I would've been
well,
like,
we
"Did
killed
we
him. We just killed a teacher?
Hopefully, we were right about this.
Yeah.
You know?
If not, we just murdered a teacher because
Yeah.
we thought we might also be Arthur.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain that to the cops.
Yeah.
Which
Trust
they'll
me.
do later.
There's a bear thing. It's not in the textbook.
Yeah. You
heard of it?
Listen.
Listen, no one's heard of it, but it's this thing.
Let me go
That-
get
that
my parents' secret
so many
pantry
people,
book.
so many people have heard of it, but no
But none
one's
talk about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
And we hide it.
Yes.
Hide the word in our hearts. So they then so Allie then snags a prop sword which transforms into the Excalibur.
Because if Arthur holds any sword,
Yeah.
it becomes Excalibur. What a fun thing.
Which
Yes.
shows that it is not Will that is King
Yeah,
Arthur.
she's just trying to protect Will, and he's like, Mordred's like, look at you and your stupid sword.
Yeah.
Boom.
Real
sword.
Yeah.
We're suddenly
So I guess that means I'm not King Arthur reincarnated because I've held a foam sword
And it didn't work out
many a
for you.
time.
Yeah. Many a time.
many a time.
Wow.
I have one downstairs.
All right. You LARP?
Yeah.
You ever LARP?
No.
Okay. Anyway,
Have
there.
you ever learned?
No, I haven't. They.
Nobody asked me. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that you guys didn't even ask
Dan,
me.
have you ever LARPed?
Well, of course.
Dan, you ever go to the
No.
park and make believe? No, you don't.
I would pay so much
The
money
amount that it would take is crazy.
to go to a park and see Dan dressed up in a suit of armor fighting with a foam sword. would
No, thank
pay
you.
so
You know the
much
movie
money.
Role Models with Sean
Yes.
William Scott?
Yes.
I'm the guy that is all the jokes before they realize it's cool. That's me.
But you
I
realize
haven't
that
learned my
you're going to
lesson.
find out it's cool.
Nope.
You said I'm the guy who makes fun of it
Beforehand.
before he realizes it's
That's
cool.
right.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you said.
We
Yeah,
stumbled upon a LARPing gathering at the park a few weekends ago, and even my kids were like, "Huh,
These guys are too old to be doing this.
Those are grown-ups." But I mean, I think it's cool. Anyway, they're transported to this like alternate realm of sorts.
Yeah.
They're on
riding
horseback.
horses on
They
the
are on
beach.
beach.
Yes.
And she defeats him. Honestly, it's pretty easy. And
It's pretty easy. And also, like,
but it looked
going
cool.
into the battle, I mean, the battle was like, what, like 6-1? Like, she had all
Yeah.
her knights there. And the knights didn't do jack.
nothing.
They
Yeah.
just kind of circled around them on their horses.
They did fight some people randomly that weren't really involved, you know, over there. Anyway, they are back to reality. Oh, there goes
gravity.
And the security cops,
yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
like a security guard who's like,
He's
you
like-
shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, and like takes Mr. Moore away. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well,
with him.
Mr. Moore, you know, is like, well, you know, they've all transported back into, you know, they look like regular students and teacher.
Right.
And he's just like, oh my gosh, she has a sword. She threatened me. I'm the teacher. I'm the adult. She has sword. And
She has
luckily,
sword.
while the security officer is talking to Mr. Moore, she tosses that sword to Merlin Miles over there. And so obviously it's no longer in the hands of Arthur. It's no longer a real
prop
sword.
sword.
So the security guard picks up and he's like, okay.
All right, weirdo. Will gets back to the game. They win. He kisses Allie to celebrate.
Yep.
Yay, we love it. And then the movie ends with everybody, all the characters sitting around a round table.
Yes.
What?
And then it cuts back to Allie riding on a horse.
Down the beach.
Freeze frame.
Yeah. And her
And
poor
then
credits.
sun, and then sun.
sunset, and then high school
and then her
life,
poor
and then roll
parents are
credits.
just left
yes.
being like, wow, we really thought, you know, the eclipse ended and they were like, we really thought we would see Arthur, but I guess we were wrong. And her daughter's just smirking.
And she knows.
Should I tell my parents that everything they've worked their entire lives for is true?
Nah.
We'll get to it. I'll tell them
Maybe
later.
one day.
I'll tell them
Maybe
later.
one day.
We'll tell them over like Legend burgers.
Legend burgers.
Legend burgers.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to break this movie down a little bit more here on
DCOM
Descendants. We're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're talking Avalon High today. You want some letterbox reviews?
Yes.
Kanji Chris says the epic highs and lows of high school LARPing. Christine says 4.5 stars. Did you know that Avalon High 2010 single-handedly invented feminism? Maria 2.5 stars says, why does she run like that?
Why does she run like that indeed?
Elsie says 2.5 stars.
When she's supposed to be running, it is the weirdest run ever.
Odd.
And then when she's in her like cute little fall boots and jeans and stuff, like
all good.
She runs fine. But when she's supposed to be running track, it's like Britt Robertson's never seen anybody run before.
Yeah.
Phoebe and Friends.
It's like one step down from that.
Yeah.
Elsie says cigarette in hand. You wouldn't get it. Megan says 3 stars. In high school, you had your horse girls, your Twilight girls, your Pretty Little Liar fans, your Percy Jackson girls. But what about my King Arthur girls? I love this stuff. And then Chelsea says 4.5 stars. Sorry, I unapologetically loved this as a kid, and now I still apologetically do.
I love it. Great review.
Let's share our thoughts on this movie. I'll start with you, Aaron.
Yeah.
Avalon High. What'd you think?
I'm going to take the beginning of my review here from that last letterbox and say, yeah, in 2010, I unapologetically loved this movie. And now in
2025,
yes,
the year of our Lord,
2025,
still this year,
still love this movie.
Apologetically, though.
A little bit apologetically, but also a little bit not. I'm mixed on it. Yeah, I remember watching this movie when it came out. It's a very like defining moment for me. I was never allowed to have like a TV or anything like that in my room growing up, and I had gotten like an iPod like video, and this movie was like on Netflix in like 2010, 2011 for some reason. And I watched it, and I was like, yeah, I'm so cool.
So cool.
Just
the coolest.
Yeah, I can get ready for bed and just like not have to hang out with my parents. I can watch, which is probably why I was never allowed to.
You were like 20 when this came out, right?
Still wasn't allowed to have a TV in my room.
Yeah.
I had a TV in my room when I was 28, like 2 months before I moved out.
Wow. Okay.
And so I was like, I remember thinking this was really cool. Molly, who plays Jen, is on the TV show, or was on the TV show Castle. So she was the reason why I watched Avalon High, because I was like, oh, I really like Molly Quinn. Like, great, I'm gonna check this out. And then for a DCOM, I remember being really shocked. I was like, this is borderline like a real kids movie, like something you would maybe see in theaters. And that kind of holds up. Like, they put some real effort into the effects, and the cast is great. Maybe not the best acting, but you know, the cast themselves have all gone on to do like legitimate projects, and I think that's really great. So yeah, I like this movie. We'll definitely watch it again. It's pretty high in my ranking. Big fan. And I just think that if they had made this a CW TV show, it would have run.
Yeah, it felt like one.
Yeah. I mean, if they had allowed them to be like if it was like Avalon U and they were in college.
They never stopped CW from having college, high school kids that were all
That's true. That's true. If this had just been a CW show, like, would have watched the heck out of it, would probably still be watching the heck out of it. It would have run for 15 years like Supernatural. It wouldn't have, but it would have run for a couple seasons, and I would have really loved it.
I had never seen this movie, didn't know anything about it. I loved it. And I'm not going to apologize. I thought this movie slapped. It was fun. It was different. It looked good. Like the stuff on the beach, crazy cool. I love this movie. I'm not ashamed to say it. I had a blast. Big fan for Brand. Dano?
Yeah, so this is a tough one because it is unequivocally probably the best made movie from a standpoint of how it's shot and the camera, like what they do with lighting in this movie, and these great shots on the beach and these big drone shots or whatever they're using at that time. It's made extremely well. The craft of this movie is something that doesn't feel like it's a Disney Channel movie.
That's Stuart.
It's classic Stu Gill. Stu. And the problem is that it also isn't a DCOM, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't feel like a DCOM, and I didn't love any actor in this movie.
I loved all of them.
It is a movie that is
unapologetically
this
to this
movie
day.
could inherently really use some silliness. It's a silly premise.
No,
it's a silly movie, and if
I'm
they
sorry,
had
the Order
made
of the Bear,
it,
you're just over here laughing.
you got
at the
it.
Order
You
of the
get
Bear.
it. And the only people who are even the slightest bit silly about it are her parents. And like, you look at movies, the great DCOM movies all have some silliness in them. Maybe not Motocross, but all of these movies that are the great DCOM movies, in my opinion, have an air of silliness or preposterousness to them that make them kind of ingrained in the DCOM culture. This doesn't have that. But it's well made. I think the acting could definitely be better. And it didn't pass the vibe check of a DCOM to me. And the best read that I have on it is like High School Musical, and they tried to do something different there. They were trying to do something different here. A different format, different actors, but simultaneously, I have to give it credit for the fact that it's mounted like a real motion picture. You know what I mean? Like, it is mounted in a way that is a one-off movie. If I showed my kids this movie, they wouldn't be able to tie it to the DCOM universe. If you show me this movie and we were playing a game, DCOM or nah, D-nah, I don't know. If we were playing that game,
you can workshop that a little bit.
This would not have, I would have seen enough DCOMs to go, this is not one. And I don't know if that's a compliment or not. If the acting was great and I felt like this is a very common story. It is different for DCOM, but an Arthurian legend story or a hero's journey story is maybe the most common theme in all of movies. So I can't give it credit for it being new and different. I can give it credit for it being very well made and different for DCOM. So that leaves me in a tough spot. That's what I got.
Let's get to
a very quick DCOM Daily Minute.
Okay.
We talked a little bit while watching this movie, but there were maybe some sightings of the beginning of Camp Rock 3.
Yeah.
Or at least people are pretty sure that the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato are hanging out in Canada right now.
Okay.
Can't really confirm it, so I didn't share it on Facebook or anything.
Okay.
But there's that. And then while we were recording, I got an alert about Demi's new album coming out next month.
Cool.
So
DCOM Daily Minute.
DCOM Daily Minute.
Let's get to the making the list.
Yeah.
Checking it twice. Where's Avalon High gonna land? I'll start with you, Aaron.
yeah. So there's been some shakeups in my list.
Oh, we got to shake ups.
Spent some time in the war room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thought and prayed. Camp Rock 2 is no longer in my top
What?
10. I know.
Get out of here.
I know.
Musical war off.
Yep.
Coward.
I know. It's still close, but it has dropped down to 12.
Okay.
Imagine if the audio was good though. Really would.
I know. It's really, but after the musical bump wore off, I really thought about the plot and I was like, well, maybe not 7 material.
Maybe.
And then Avalon High, not premiering in my top 10, but premiering at 11.
Wow. Okay.
I really
definitely
like
better than Camp Rock 2.
Yes, one better.
Sheesh.
Again, if Avalon High had been a musical.
Just think about
Just
the
think about
possibilities.
it. Actually, I do think it would have probably ruined it. Though it would have made it more of a DCOM because it would have been more campy. So my top 10 has changed in that it's gone back to what it's been for weeks on end. At 10, we have Halloween Town. 9, Get a Clue. 8, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. 7, Phantom of the Megaplex. 6, Smart House. 5, Johnny Tsunami. 4, Right on Track. 3, Cadet Kelly. 2, High School Musical. And 1, Motocross.
Okay. I got Avalon High premiering at 14.
Okay.
Smack dab in between Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire and Luck of the Irish 2. Legends of the Screen.
For a second, I thought you meant Luck of the Irish too, and I was like, "Where am I dead?"
Yeah. The
I-
Deuce?
I was like,
Yeah.
"Excuse me."
Yeah.
I wish.
Did
No,
you guys
14.
watch a DCOM without me?
14. Could go up, though. I'll be honest with you. Could. My top 10 is 10, Smart House. 9, Phantom. 8, Eddie's. 7, Eddie. Ed and Eddie. 7, Cadet Kelly. 6, Get a Clue. 5, High School Musical. 4, Motocross. 3, Johnny Tsunami. 2, High School Musical, The Deuce. And 1, The Greatest Movie of Our Time at Any Time, Brink.
So I have this at 15.
Oh, wow. That's higher than I anticipated.
Well, so the two movies on either side of this. So it's just ahead of Quince and just behind Minutemen.
Okay.
Those two movies are unabashedly silly Disney movies. And I weigh that against Avalon High, better made than Quince, but Kimberly J. Brown's performance is better than anything in Avalon.
Sure.
Minutemen, unabashedly a great time. A great premise. A great premise, a great conclusion, lessons learned, fun time had by all movie that just too much fun for me to consider Avalon High better than that. So 15, pretty high. 15. Feel good about it. We all have it in our top 15.
Look at us.
Top 10 hasn't changed. 10, High School Musical. 9, Full Court Miracle. 8, Scream Team. 7, Get a Clue. 6, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. 5, Phantom of the Megaplex. 4, Johnny Tsunami. 3, Mom's Got a Date with the Empire. 2, Cadet Kelly. Number 1, by a long shot, it's Motocross.
Motocross.
Right.
We did, everybody.
Yeah,
Congratulations to us. Next week, it's time to get a little sweet with the Sweet Life movie. So
Great.
come on back for that. Until then.
Have you seen that one?
I have not.
Okay.
It was past my time.
Got it.
Until then, keep
Dialing it up all the time. DCOM Descendants is a Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray and the Bramble Jam Podcast Network Studios. To find out more about our little podcasts, go to the socials at DCOM Descendants, the web, dcompodcast.com. And to listen to these episodes ad-free, that's BrambleJamPlus.com.
Sure is.